Back to Shiny Undertale, folks. Right, it's been a while. I was busy with Undertale and Deltarune. I may have been playing Deltarune for 2 weeks, I believe. I think it was 13. Was it 13 or 14 days? I cannot remember. So at last, wait, did you beat the game already? Yes, I did. I finished chapter 4. And now I'm thinking of doing a playlist. Not thinking, but I will be doing a playlist right now. So let me take some time to set up the stream. And I will be giving thoughts about how I felt about the game as well. That's why I took a little more time. You know, I'm today maybe 2 hours, 3 hours stream. We'll see how far it goes. Oh, hello Gabriel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And Kira, you as well, welcome to the stream. Too lazy to open my PC and beat chapter 2. By the way, you should do Genocide in Undertale. I will be doing it. But I will be doing it, you know, maybe later. I mean, chapter 4. We'll see. I have plans on doing the Genocide route in Undertale. But I do wanna get to some other games before I actually get to Undertale. Because a lot of Toby Fox stuff happened the last few weeks. So I'm gonna be taking a break from Toby Fox games and from insane battle music. And for now, I will be ranking characters. Pokemon Legends. And yeah, I'm glad you finished it. Do you have initial thoughts on chapter 4's final boss? Out of every final bosses in all 4 chapters, I think ranking Deltarune's stream plus shiny hunting. Yes, welcome to the stream, Ballistic. How are you doing? Shiny hunting is where it actually got my streams up. So this is my 101st time shiny hunting on stream. And yeah, it's also space-time distortions in Legends Arceus. And also, once Pokemon Legends ZA comes out, I will be playing it as well. And I will give my thoughts on how the game is going to be. I have doubts that, you know, did you beat the Roaring Knight? Yes, I did. I proudly want to say that I beat the Roaring Knight without the Shadow Medal, whatever that is. And apparently it's pre-nerf as well. They did with no mantle and pre-nerf. There you go. There it is. So you can see on the screen, those are my shiny alphas. Say hello to shiny alpha Luxray. He's not sleeping, he's focused. Shiny alpha Abomasnow, shiny alpha Mamoswine, shiny alpha Mantine, and shiny alpha female Hippowdon. And all 5 of these guys have, you know, done a lot with my adventures. I will be waiting for a space-time distortion. Until then, let me set up the stream, and then oh, why is it moving? Oh no, okay, I thought it was moving on its own. So they're very cute. They're having a nap. I think there is a charm that's brought in by Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know if Pokemon will do this kind of game ever again. I hope they do. This is the type of game I expected Pokemon Legends Z is going to be, but according to the trailers, it's nothing similar, which is disappointing for me. I don't know how others feel, but they did bring something unique from any other Pokemon games, is dodging moves with, you know, dodging Pokemon by, how do I say, you are technically connected with the Pokemon. If you dodge, your Pokemon dodges with you as well. So that's an interesting mechanic. Would like to try it out. I'm more of a single player kind of guy. So Shadow Mantle reduces the knight's damage by 66%, so beating them first time without it is peak. Yep. But the downside is that it took me 3 days, which is not great. I'll take it though. I'll take it. I'm gonna watch without typing because I'm eating. Take your meal, take your meal. You can listen to my speeches and then, you know. These graphics remind me of modern 3D Mario games, or like Donkey Kong maybe. True. They do. Not the best graphics, but the art style saves it a lot. I'll tell you that. It's decent. It's good enough. It's good enough. You know, do want to check whether there are space-time distortions from time to time, because I miss them. Yeah, let me get the rank, the tier list, right? Let's get the tier list. I have the chat up. Now what I'm gonna do is I cannot remember where I used to have moderators. Give me a sec. How do I manage moderators? How do I do that? Community. Customization. Right. Tier list. Where are they? Right. Manage mods. Moderators on YouTube. Okay. Moderator settings, YouTube. How do I moderate? Find a comment under one of your videos from... No, that's not... Confusing, I would say. Moderator. Community. Right, how you guys doing? Played any games? You did any Deltarune, Undertale stuff? How is it going with you guys? Um, Instead of Deltarune or Undertale, what games do you guys usually play? In the chat, I would like to know what other games do, you know, Deltarune and Undertale heads like to play. I have, it's interesting to what else are they liking, or maybe they're just locked into one game and they just only like Deltarune. They just keep playing Deltarune every day, and it's going to be like when now that the chapter 5 is. I'm playing some Brawl Stars ranked right now while listening. I see. I play Minecraft. Okay, I see. Any thoughts about Roblox, you guys? I play Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a game I would like to put my hands on. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. Any thoughts about how you guys feel about Roblox? What do you guys think about it? How do you guys feel? I play Roblox a lot too. I see. What do you do in Roblox? Do you play games? Any game modes? Because there is a controversy revolving around Roblox at the moment when it comes to you know, PDF stuff. If you know, you know. And there are people facing legal actions. So Minecraft, yeah, Minecraft is a pretty cool game. When it comes to survival games, I'm a sucker for it. I have built stuff in Minecraft, but there's a lot to do in Minecraft that I did try Cobblemon and tried to make an underwater bunker. Maybe the account is still there, but we would see though. Don't worry, that doesn't really concern you and the games you play. I see. I think it's specifically about some games, I believe. But yeah. If there is a text on the, you know, sometimes I don't think you'll understand the text. Oh, space-time distortion. Right. Wakey wakey. Well, space-time distortion. Oh, it has already started. Looking for a shiny Porygon. That's an Eevee. Oh. I'm going Luxray. One Porygon caught. Doze is peak. I see. Another Porygon. Oh, broke out. Ouch. No shiny sounds. Right, caught the other Porygon. There is... Okay, this is the last one. Roblox is a hub for a ton of games that are pretty easy to make in general. I see. A lot of them are brain rotted, made by children, but some are great like doors. Okay. So, but is it correct that most of the games in Roblox is more focused on dating stuff? Is that correct? Because I did see the CEO of Roblox have put a statement out saying that people in the gaming world are no, the CEO said he I cannot remember, he or she, they encourage the gamers to do dating stuff in Roblox, which is pretty weird to me because it's a gaming platform and there are obviously, you know, less than 10-year-olds in the game. Pretty suspicious if you ask me. Not mostly dating, but recently the CEO made a 17 plus dating feature for some reason. It's weird, isn't it? I like blocks fruits. Despite it being very grindy, it's kinda boring until you get max level, and Roblox deleted many dating games after they lost a lawsuit, I think. Yeah, fortunately they're getting back to it. Oh, lagging? Right, okay, we're back. Yeah, so the CEO actually is encouraging people to start dating on Roblox. It's weird. And I did try Roblox once and it didn't, I thought to myself, okay, this is definitely a game for kids. For me, it's too unstable of a game for me to actually enjoy, if you know what I mean. Looks very glitchy. Not glitchy, maybe it is glitchy. The game is all over the place. Because Fortnite has this same thing. I believe Fortnite copied what Roblox did by adding, you know, creative, you know, fan-made maps and all that. But they're more stable, and it's not as messy as Roblox is, if you know what I mean. They do have, you know, brain rot stuff and, you know, same, but those dating stuff and all are not really happening in Fortnite because it's the things you can do in Fortnite is mostly just shooting, attacking, and, you know, nothing story-based stuff happening. There are also horror maps in Fortnite as well. And when it comes to physics, you know, it's Unreal Engine. It doesn't mean it has, you know, realistic physics, but if we are talking about playing a game with varieties, I would recommend Fortnite more than Roblox, because Roblox is very unstable, and it's for a calm mind like me. I go nuts when I see game modes like in Roblox. It's pretty messy. Roblox these days are not glitchy like Grow a Garden, Doors, Pressure, 99 Nights in Forest. Okay, still find glitches, but mostly rarer to find. Okay. Oh, apparently also they actually have caught an employee that's working in the operating team of Roblox. Have interacted with a minor in the game as well, and he was caught and was reported to the police. So it's everywhere you go, it seems like it's pretty dangerous. Don't know, it seems like that's only happening in the US though. Does it happen in anywhere else? In my country it doesn't. There are, you know, abuse, child abuse happening in our country as well, you know. I'm not saying that it's not happening in my country, but it's like it's it's not as common as the US, if that makes any sense. It's pretty scary if you think about it, you know. Today one case, tomorrow one case, and the day after tomorrow one case. A case will be found that happened yesterday, or the day before yesterday. You know, stuff happens. And yeah, it seems like Roblox is a problem these days. I don't know why though. And I think to myself, I'm a guy who grew up in the 2000s. I was born in 2003. I grew up with the Nintendo 64, Nintendo DS, the PS1 and the PS2. Didn't have an Xbox because Xbox wasn't popular in Japan back then. Xbox 360 was a thing, you know, in the other countries. I grew up with Mario Kart, not Roblox or Fortnite. I grew up with Mario Kart, Pokemon, what else? You know, there was a Mickey Mouse Racing. It's a Disney-based game. Disney back then was great, unlike today. And then I also grew up with, I remember playing Street Fighter on the PS1, I believe. And I still have a PS2. Look at this guy. This is a machine. This is the most sold console of all time. This is an actual PS2, by the way. And I grew up in a world where I grew up in the co-op gaming world. Today it's online multiplayer, which is great. You can connect with hundreds of people around the world. But there's one thing about co-op that's actually beautiful, which makes you be closer with people you're already close with. You know what I mean? So I don't pay attention to the controversies and just play the game, but if Roblox gets deleted, all my time and money put into the games will be wasted. You have a point. I don't know what their target for Roblox is going to be. Hopefully they fix the laws instead of closing down the game. All of the great games have nothing to do with those dating plans so far, and I think the same goes for the future of those games. You don't have to worry as long as you don't pay attention or partake in any of those issues. I agree. I think people who should have their own fun in Roblox. And hopefully they don't actually meet any of, you know, one of those weird people. Hey, you guys have to be careful if you're playing Roblox, you know. I don't know what your age is, or so careful. I grew up with mobile games, cracked PC games in internet cafes. Those were the days, wasn't it? Those were the days. I'm still looking for the moderation place. Man, I'm having trouble. I have no idea. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, there it is. Okay. There you go. I found it. Don't know if Nightbot is still there. Hopefully. Yep. Shall we? I hope this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. Can someone try? How can I try summoning the Nightbot? How can I do that? Nightbot. Nightbot. Did any space-time distortion come out? Not yet. Okay. Still have time to actually get the... Give me a sec, folks. I'm getting... Get some commands. Let me try this again. Right, Nightbot is still there. Nice. Okay. Delete your message. Oh, wow. Okay, I may have to go for this one. All right. You guys ready for the playlist? Not the playlist, but time to rank. Right. I want some suggestions to what the ranks should be. May I know your suggestions, everyone? Window. Should I start with Undertale characters? Are you considering playing Roblox? Nope. Never. Never in million years. I don't see myself playing Roblox. Because I tried and it actually didn't... It actually messed my head. I did try this one, you know. Make a template. Make a template. Template name. Ranking Undertale characters. Not all, but I'm gonna do it. Create a single-use template. Here we go. Right. You guys can see. You should start with Undertale. Yes, I will be starting with Undertale. Okay, we'll make this a bit smaller. Right now you can see my face. You're rating the character quality. I will be ranking according for my taste. I think that's more fair. I wouldn't rank them according to which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So let's do that. So, Undertale characters. So, for me, I don't know if I have to put S tier. Okay. The last one I would say, I hate this guy. You know what? This guy shouldn't exist. How about that? Right? There you go. This guy should not exist. This one. I hate this guy. He's okay to exist, but I don't like him. Hate this guy. The middle one, he's alright. He's alright. He's an okay character. For me, it's fine. Number 2, I'm gonna have, he's a great character. He's a great character. Great. Loving the guy. Then the final one is going to be, saying God is a bit too much. The first, yeah, how can I describe the first place? I would rank the first guy as how do I rank the first guy? I like him. No. He's a great character. I think great. I'll go with best. No, favorites. I think that's more fair. Favorites. All-time favorites. Right. All-time favorite. There you go. Right. You guys clear about my playlist? How does it... not playlist. How does this tier list look for you guys? Does it look good? How do you feel about it? How do you guys feel about it? Feeling good? Feeling good? Let me change this a little bit. Wait. Okay. Right. Right. Let's start the playlist. Who should we start the playlist with? Shall we shall we proceed from start to finish? How about that? Let's start with Toriel. Should we start with Toriel or Flowey? Now I'm having questions. Should I take Flowey as one character? And should I take Asriel as a different character? What do I do? Should I take Asriel and Flowey as two characters, or should I make them one? How do you guys feel about it? Toriel. Okay. See how the... oh, there is a space-time distortion. Let me go for it. It's a space-time distortion. There are no shiny sounds. Pretty weird, I don't have this shiny luck yet. Shiny Alpha Gastrodon? Nope. Not that lucky. Not that lucky. Right. Is the Murkrow gonna... Nope. Murkrow is not gonna follow. Right. I do want to customize something. Let me do that. Right. This should be good. Right. And create a single use tier list. There it is. Okay, this should be fine. There you go. Much better. Nice. Then I increase this to a larger size and bang. There you go. Let's take this to the middle. Okay. We are close. Space-time distortion has started. And okay. So here we're actually looking for Magnemite. Where is the Magnemite? It's a Magneton. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Right, got it. Magneton. Catch. Yep, it's caught. Right, who else? Who else? Who else? Okay, that's Rhydon and Mr. Mime. Right. One more. One more encounter. Just collecting those. Yep. Another Magneton. The game might be broken now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going. Right. We're going back. Back to the village we go. Sorry, I'm back. What are you up to? I tried a space-time distortion. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to check if my shiny thing is broken. We'll see though. I will maybe try after stream if I don't actually find any shinies, even in the wild. I hope I don't get any like shiny Starlies or something. Right, let's go this way and stay there. Oh, the game is actually broken. Right. Right. Tier list. So, Undertale. Gabriel, I want you to tell me if I should take Flowey as a different character and Asriel as a different character. How do you feel? How does it... Is it fair to do that? Okay. The frame rate is not great on this one. Let me see what's wrong. Okay. I think it's good now. Okay, it's not choppy anymore. Right. Looks good. Okay. So should I do Flowey a different character and Asriel a different character, or how does it seem fair? How do you prefer it to be? So I'm going to start in, you know, from the beginning until the end. So I will be starting with Toriel. So here is Toriel. So right. We have Toriel. So, what do I think about Toriel? I think Toriel is a good character. I think Toriel is the most caring character in the game. So I'm not going to be looking at the Deltarune perspective. I will be only looking from Undertale's perspective and think, okay, so are you ranking main characters and excluding NPCs? Yeah, I thought of doing that because I don't actually know the mindset of some of those NPC characters, including like Sunderplane, I don't know. Sunderplane and Napstablook I think I can rank because we did have a little dialogue between Frisk and Napstablook, so I can rank Napstablook, but not the others who I couldn't interact much with. So here's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I do want to check Legends Arceus frequently to see once I ranked a character, I will be looking over to the Pokemon game. Anyways, Toriel, in my opinion, in Undertale is a great character. And I think she is, how do I say, she is the first actual interaction in the game where most of the time people only see the fight option and they don't know how the act option works, and the fact is, can you actually die from Toriel? I don't know. Toriel is very merciful, and she doesn't have the guts to kill anyone, which teach a lot of people about how a mother would feel without her children. So this is, I think, Toriel is what a mother would be if they lost their children. A matter of fact, Toriel lost two children in one night. One being an adopted human, and her actual child Asriel. So I think this is a great character. I think she deserves to be in a great character. She's not my favorite. She's not my favorite character, but she is a great character. I'll tell you that. So I think she's a great character for you. Anyone in the chat, where would you put Toriel in if you had this playlist? Not, I'm always saying playlist for some reason. I'm so much into Spotify stuff, I guess. So things are going that way. Yeah. So that's what I feel about Toriel. Toriel is a great character. I think, you know, mood swings when you interact, you know, at the end you don't really see that, you know, emotional side of Toriel. She's more, you know, happy and like for me, I didn't really care about Toriel, but Toriel is the caring part of Toriel is what I'm actually interested about a character like this. It's presented in a way where the playing character cannot say no. You know, even Sans says it as well. The next main character you meet after Toriel, I want to go with Napstablook. Where is Napstablook? Napstablook. There he is. Right. So Napstablook is not the Napstablook only had a small segment early game, and then, you know, further late into the game you go into Napstablook's house, and he has a fridge. He has 3 books where you can you know, change your music inside, and, you know, I think Napstablook is a composer, I think. I cannot remember exactly, but Napstablook is another great character. So Napstablook, I would say is a character that doesn't feel like he has a character. So Napstablook, even if the character is there, it doesn't feel like the character being like, hey, you can do whatever you want. Like, Napstablook is what an actual ghost feels like in real life, because even if he's there, it's like he's not there. I think this guy's interesting. For me, he's not a great character. I think I don't hate this guy. He's an alright character. He's an alright character. I'll leave Napstablook right there. He's alright. I'll leave him there. Napstablook, I don't think he's a great character. He can stay in alright. I don't actually have anything to say. He just has an interesting house. I'll tell you that. He has an interesting house. He has interesting music. Interesting, you know, he gives us a ghost sandwich. What else can you ask for? Next character, we will go for Papyrus. Go with Papyrus. Yeah. Yep, found Papyrus. So, and the next character is actually Papyrus. Now, whoops. They are both very different, so it's worth separating them. Toriel and Napstablook should be separated. Is that what you're saying? But they're both like interacting characters, though. Right. I feel like it's valid in my eyes. I believe Napstablook is okay. I think hate is a bit too strong. Hate is a bit too strong of a word to be. I feel like I don't really care is a good choice. I don't really care about this guy, right? So I'm gonna have Napstablook here. I feel like middle is not where my thoughts are towards Napstablook. Now, speaking of Papyrus, I think Papyrus is also a great character. I like Papyrus more than Toriel because of, you know, the goofiness and, you know, how Papyrus is like, you know, puzzling, and he sounds like a guy with, you know, mental problems. But maybe he does technically do have mental problems. And yeah, he becomes friends. Yeah, the NPCs don't have notable personalities. You should focus on the mini bosses and main bosses. Okay, then I can remove Napstablook. I can leave Napstablook here then. I will have Napstablook. He's not a favorite of mine. I think he's a great character. I think I like Papyrus more than Toriel as well. So I will be leaving Papyrus as a great character. I will be leaving him next to Toriel. I will not have he. I just forgot that there are she's there. Like, all right. Is all right, right? Next character, I will go with Sans. What do I feel about Sans? Sans. I will be ranking Sans according to Undertale once again. About Sans, I think Sans is my favorite character in Undertale because of how I think he's he does make bad puns. I do have my hand on my forehead sometimes for the puns he make. Oh, I can have gifts here. Okay. I will have Sans as one of my all-time favorite. Only because of his character. His character, it's only like, you know, story arc. Just speaking with Sans and be like, hello, how are you doing? And sometimes there is this small places where he's becoming scary. And Papyrus, who, you know, tries to be pretty, you know, horrifying sometimes try to be scary towards humans. I will defeat you, I will kill you, and I will capture you and give it to the you know, to the king. But if Sans takes things seriously, I do know Sans will take things seriously, so why not have Sans in my all-time favorite tier, you know? I'd put her in the same spot. She's simple in Undertale, but well executed. You would put Toriel in your all-time favorites rank. Is that what you're saying, Gabriel? I will be having Sans as my all-time favorite. Just his character is just, it's my type of guy. I would say I would in real life interact with a person like Sans, but with Papyrus and Toriel, they're okay. But I am not a guy who really likes too much caring, but also too much goofy. Sans is a guy who doesn't really care. He just gives you fake promises. Hey, I'm protecting you, but he doesn't protect you. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like he cares, but also doesn't care. If that makes any sense. So I will be having Sans right there. Next character, I think I should go with Undyne, don't I? Should I go with Undyne? Undyne. Undertale. I am gonna have Undyne. I think I selected another GIF as well. Let's see. Yep, it is another GIF. So, what do I feel about Undyne? So, as I told you guys, I will be ranking only character. Only the characters in Undertale. So character-wise, excluding music, excluding, you know, battle mechanics, just character. What do I feel about Undyne? Undyne's character is, for me personally, all over the place. It's like, you know, tough character. When those first times, our first encounters with Undyne, people were like, wow, Undyne is so cool. I would like her and all stuff. I expected Undyne to be what Susie is actually right now. But Undyne is more goofier than that. You know, it's more... Undyne is more goofy. I think that's the only word I can use to explain who she is. I like Undyne, don't get me wrong. I care about Undyne. Undyne is pretty cool. In my eyes, Undyne is not a great character. Undyne is alright. Because I didn't really get what was Undyne's... Like, what is Undyne's actual personality? It's like... She's very extreme, she's very... energetic, the way she burnt down her whole house. And that one segment is my favorite from Undyne. She's like, hey, okay, if Papyrus is not going to be taking the cooking lesson today, you will be taking the lesson for him as a substitute. And Undyne is like, hey, come here, and brings Frisk, you know, grabs his head, puts him next to the fridge. Come on, smash these veggies. Smash the veggies. And then, you know, splat those pasta into the pan. Splat them. You know, turn up the heat. That was a pretty energetic and pretty nice segment. I really enjoyed that. But after that, all those, you know, the romance scenes. There was this romance scenes between me and Papyrus. Papyrus actually... When it comes to that dating scene, Papyrus, the way Papyrus handled that scene, I really liked. You know, saying, oh, like, even if we said something negative towards Papyrus, Papyrus taking it positive. That attitude I like. And so we're actually talking about Undyne here. Undyne is an okay character. But if I'm saying, even if she's a great character, she is on the least. She's like right here. So I think it's fair for me to have it's my opinion after all. I think Undyne is an okay character. I don't know how do you guys feel. There are lots of people out there. There are definitely a lot of girls out there who really want to be energetic, just like Undyne. But Undyne is Undyne for how serious she was from the beginning, and then turning out to be not soft, but a character I didn't really understand, if that makes sense. I didn't understand. She's all over the place. She's not stable. She's an unstable character. Those characters I don't really, get. Next. Who's my next character? Right. If there's anyone in the chat who wants to nominate a character from Undertale, you can present. Undyne. Who can I have next? Let me think. Alphys. I can have Alphys. I'm trying to remember if there is a different character I can have. I can have Alphys. Alphys. Right. Alphys is a funny character. And I would say one of the funniest character out. Probably one of the funniest characters in the game. For how she's not goofy, she's for how much she's stuttering. The stutters she's doing is very funny, and her mindset is pretty cool. Not cool, but it's very. Don't know how it feels. The way she mumbles when she gets stuck with her stuff, with her conversations with someone. Alphys is a character. I like Alphys more than Undyne. Tell you that. And I think Alphys is a cool, great character. I do like Alphys more than Toriel. I'm thinking if I like Alphys more than Papyrus, because this one segment where you had to solve puzzles with Alphys on the phone, and about the Instagram stuff, her obsession with anime girls, anime girls and cat girls. Was that what she was saying? And also this spooky segment in the lab, and how she was like, oh, there was this mutated monster souls, and she was like, oh, they smelled your potato chips, that was the problem. You don't really have to care. That was pretty funny. And that whole segment, inside the True Lab, where I don't think that really doesn't resonate with who Alphys actually is. But Alphys is a very shy person who didn't really want, who apparently has tried to do experiments for the good of humanity. Not humanity, for monsters in the underground. So how do I feel about Alphys? Alphys, the way she was trying to answer the questions, she was like, showing D, showing B, and I do not know how to show those gestures. But Alphys trying to help you with answering questions. There was this long question. She is the one, it was funny the way she actually handled conversations with me as a character to Frisk. So what I did is, I think the segment with Alphys was more funnier than Toriel. Toriel didn't really have a spotlight, obviously, but there was this long segment with Alphys. I would say enjoyed a lot more than Toriel, and I am happy to put Alphys over Papyrus as well. And she was this close to be in the all-time favorites, but Toriel is a great character to me. I meant Asriel and Flowey should be separate earlier. Okay. So Flowey and Asriel should be a separate character. Got it. I'm gonna sneeze. Apologies. Right. I think I like Alphys. Alphys is actually this close to being one of my all-time favorite characters. With my expressions while I was playing the game, you guys might think, oh, I thought you didn't really like Alphys. Alphys is a great character. And matter of fact, I think Alphys, if Alphys had more... What does she lack to become my favorite? She lacked probably confidence. I think confidence is where she lacked for me, because for me, I feel like you have to have a lot of confidence, because Sans has that. Sans have that confidence, you know, to say bad puns, and you know, doesn't really care about what others, you know, if they blame you. That Sans is a character. If someone, you know, scolds you, blames you for something, Sans is gonna be like, you know, off your shoulders in a minute, in seconds, and yeah, doesn't take offense. Papyrus does, and that's what I think. I want a really good character. Elvis, you know, obviously not the greatest character, but her personality, how funny she is. For me, the main part why Alphys is on the top part of a great character is because of how funny she is. So I chose the way, especially the segment between Metaton and Alphys. So I'm gonna go for it. So Gabriel did say about Flowey and Asriel should be separate. I will have Flowey then. Let me have Flowey. I am gonna have Flowey. Right. Flowey. Right. So, this is Flowey. I am a guy who likes destruction. But also I don't like characters, only in stories, by the way, not in real life. If I see a character who likes to cause a lot of destruction, I don't like it when they say sorry, or when they say kill, you know. I think apologizing is the main turning point for me when it comes to a villain. For a, you know, any entertainment media villain, movies, TV series, maybe comic books, or you know, or a novel, or maybe in a video game. So I think Flowey did a good job with being the main antagonist in the game. But there were some points I didn't really like about Flowey, with those, you know, childish words. It does mean that Flowey has, you know, Flowey resonates, you know, it's very similar, not very similar, but mostly similar with Asriel, you know, Asriel's, maybe there is something, you know, Asriel's vocabulary is used with Flowey. The words he used is not really, I didn't really like the way he's saying, you are such an idiot, which in my head, it's like, you are so stupid. Those are the words Flowey is using. So it's like, for me, I'm an adult. And as I told you, I need some really good vocabulary. Example, you know, Darth Vader in Star Wars, or maybe KbeatZ in Pokemon Black and White, or maybe Lysander in Pokemon as well. And then maybe if you know Dutch in Red Dead Redemption, the words he used, or maybe Vaas in Far Cry 3. That's another character. So there are a lot of characters I really liked as an antagonist. But Flowey tried to destroy the world. This world, tried to collect all the souls and, you know, recreate. That was Asriel's you know, main target. So I don't know if Flowey should really is a character I really like as an antagonist. I did like the, you know, Omega Flowey, the large version. You know, the battle where it's like a nightmare. Oh, that was close. But yeah, let's see if I can. I've got a Magnemite. 2 more Pokemon. Let's get back to the ranking after catching these 2. I think Flowey would be I would have Flowey as a good character, I would say. I think I can put Flowey as a great character instead of my favorite. Flowey, I didn't really like Flowey anyways. Maybe it's because of the vocabulary, the childish vocabulary, you know. Childish vocabulary, not really something I like. I think it's most of the time I did really watch, you know, I watched a lot of Elden Ring playthroughs, and I did, if you guys have played Sekiro, you can see Genichiro, look at his, you know, it's not about the words they use as well, it's about their actions, what are their main focus, because the main focus of Flowey is great. Flowey is like, you know, I'm gonna destroy this world and recreate it as how I want. And his backstory is that it's actually Asriel's target, actually, to recreate this world where no one will die, you know. So it's like, what can I say? It's the problem with Flowey for me is that I don't really relate to the guy. I think that's the main problem, because I am a guy who face whatever comes to me, and Flowey definitely was not a person who felt that. But I cannot blame Flowey, because, you know, it's like Asriel was a child when that happened, but also it's like, I don't know how that actually works, you know. It's like Flowey is obviously, you know, Asriel's soul put into a golden flower. Flowey is a great character, definitely. I do like Flowey more than Toriel. Do I like Flowey more than Papyrus? No. Flowey doesn't have this seriousness. Flowey doesn't have this seriousness, this serious character. I'm a guy who likes serious and funny characters. Flowey is not serious enough. That seriousness is not enough to exceed what I like about Papyrus. Papyrus's humor, not humor, but Papyrus's, you know, natural, his natural behavior is very funny towards a normal person, and you know, fictionally, you know, Flowey, Flowey's not a character I would put into favorites. It's not great. When I say not great, in terms of not great enough to be a favorite of mine, but I do think Flowey is a great in my eyes. It's a great character. It's a very good antagonist, and his final form is where it took me to put him into a great character. So, and especially the scary faces he makes, I really like those. Toby Fox nailed them, so I'm gonna put him there. Next character, I will have Asriel. What do I feel about Asriel? So which Asriel should I have? I think both Asriel are the same. So I will have little Asriel into the tier list, shall we? So, okay, so this is little Asriel. Now, what do I feel about Asriel? Asriel is a character. I understand where Asriel comes from when he talks about, you know, he wanted to recreate this world where, you know, it's Asriel is cute, and how he hugged Frisk in the end, and how he actually wanted his attachment with the player character. And yes, the you know, sympathy, he lost all sympathy when he lost what he actually cared for, the only thing that he cared for. And I think this is very relatable to a lot of people in this world, almost everyone, because you guys do care about something special, someone special in this world, where if you lose them, you might go nuts, you'll go crazy. So Asriel is that character. Now, that's not Asriel who had that in mind, but it's actually Flowey. Asriel, the tale of Asriel going out into the human world, the light world, and going to the gold flower, you know, the human, the player character who wanted, you know, his last wish was to, you know, hey, take me to the golden flower. He wants to see the golden flowers. And then what Asriel did was, you know, absorb the soul of the dead body. And Asriel took his human brother to the golden flower garden. Then he was matured. He's very I don't think he cried. I don't know if he cried. I don't think it was mentioned anywhere in the story. But he brought Asriel to the golden flowers, and then he was noticed by the humans, and the humans thought Asriel killed his human friend, and then they, you know, maybe it feels like they're having pitchforks in their hands, you know, they have torches, you know, they're those typical village people running towards Asriel and beating him up. Asriel is an unbreakable character. He had the choice to destroy every human there. And But Asriel knew why they were attacking, and it also made sense. And he didn't want to upset his human brother as well because of that sole reason. So Asriel is a character. Asriel is a character I really like. I really like. The only problem with Asriel is the crash out, and he didn't handle the situation that I understand, but also the attachment, the love he had towards the human brother, and trying to destroy the world and recreate is very, very cool of him. But I feel like that aspect is for Flowey. I'm gonna have Asriel. I like Asriel more than Alphys. I think Asriel is a great character. I wouldn't put him as my favorite. Because of the crash out, I'm gonna leave him right there. Because I'm not a guy who actually tolerate crash outs. I do crash outs sometimes, and I'm making, you know, sometimes we need to put our morals first, and then you know, stay patient. So patience is the key all the time, and I believe in it. Sometimes, not sometimes, but it's all the time. It worked for me, and every time I crashed out, it didn't work for me at all, because dealing with the crash out yourself is not, you cannot actually do that. So Asriel is a great character. If it was an adult, I would have put him as or not all right. Still a great character because of how he had feelings for the human. Maybe down, you know, the adult Asriel you might have saw the actual final battle after you finish the game. It's actually post game. That Asriel I would have put before Flowey. No, you know what? Actually, right here, before Toriel. I like that Asriel more than Undyne. I would have put this guy right here. But since it's because of a child, this is the child we are talking about here. So if a child that thinks that way, it's valid for a child to actually think that way. But taking those actions, if we really think about the world today, there are actually serial killers that are under 18, to be specific, under 15 even. And I don't really like that, and that shouldn't be a given. That shouldn't be let to be happening in a human world. So there's a space-time distortion appeared. I don't know if it's triggered yet. Let me see. Right. Okay, there's a space-time distortion. Right. Once it starts, I will show you. So, you know, little Asriel, I will put him, you know, that's because little Asriel is how I felt when I was young as well. Because there was a lot of things I really cared for, and you know, a lot of people I actually cared for, and then I crashed out and I didn't really take the right steps to actually resolve them. So as an adult, I understand why those children actually act those way, but it's the parents' you know, duty, responsibility of them to actually lead the children to the right way. So Asriel lost it, but I understand. I also understand why. But Asgore and Toriel were royalty. They literally had everything in their hands. They should have, you know, handled Asriel and the human more responsibly. So that's what I feel. Again, they're just royalty. So this world is not perfect, I do understand, but we're also talking about the character. Asriel as a character took the right choice, so I do respect it. Right, the Sneasel. I do need this shiny Weavile, so you know, if it's pink, we get him. I don't know if there's any other Pokemon that can spawn out. We would see though. Right. Any other characters I need to rank, folks? Is there any other character? I do have one character in mind. Actually, there are two characters in mind. Any other characters I need to rank? If there are people watching. Onyx and Licky. Where are the... Oh, there's the Sneasel. Right, before you actually run. These guys are pretty fast if you ask me. And caught. Easy stuff. In the water. Right. Any other character I need to be talking about, folks? Anyone in the chat? Nice. The next character I may want to talk about is Mettaton. I don't know if Mettaton is a character I would like to rank on. We would see though. Okay. Cornet Highlands. Cornet Highlands is a place I would go to get those fossil folks. Let's go up here. Right. Next character. We have next character is going to voice breaking again. Wow. The next character is going to be Mettaton. And Mettaton is also an interesting character. Mettaton, I would say, is a very funny character. So I will be ranking both Mettatons. So I will have the default Mettaton in my tier list. So the default Mettaton is this guy. The entertainer, the celebrity of the monster world. And this is the guy everyone loves. And I can see why. I do see why a lot of monsters like Mettaton. So, if I'm talking about Mettaton, in my head, I feel like Mettaton is just a program made by Elphys. You know, it's that simple. But also, how can I rank Mettaton as a character, you might ask me? That's a good question. I could rank him, but I don't know how to, you know, really rank him as a character. Mettaton is funny, you know. Maybe I can rank him according to You know what? I'll rank by I'll rank by where I think Metatron should be. So I really think Metatron is a very great character. There was this segment between Frisk, Metatron, and Elvis. So Metatron should be pretty tough now that I'm thinking about it. I think Metatron is really funny. I did like that place where he was calling out Elvis, saying, "Hey, which, okay, Elvis, you're helping Frisk, huh? Okay, take this then." Be like, "Hey, who does Elvis has a crush on?" And Elvis is like, "Oh no, just answer the question. It's Undyne." And then Metatron about the tiles and that part where, you know, you need eggs, milk, and sugar to make the cake, and then there is one ingredient remaining, and he says human soul, and then he has this chainsaw on with him, and he's moving. You know, that segment was pretty cool. And think the one where the MTT, I can't remember what that thing was, but you know, trying to get the can of the can where the human soul substitute, we can use it as, and Alphys talked about, you know, for vegans, and that was a cool line from Alphys as well. I do need to point it out. Alphys is funny, and Metatron and Alphys both are really funny, and they're really serious. And also, I do like Metatron's final form as well. You know, what he's there for, his entertainment. People were blaming him, saying that this guy's just a rectangle. Why do people like this guy? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Metatron over. Do I like Metatron more than Azrael? Yes. I think I like Metatron more than Azrael. I will have Metatron as my second favorite so far. Not for long though, because I do have one character with me that I think is probably my most favorite character. Probably not for long, not by a mile. My favorite character of Undertale, not in Deltarune. Deltarune, they just, you know, nerfed this guy a lot. Yes, you are right. This is Asgore Dreamer. And Asgore Dreamer. So there are a couple of reasons why I like this guy. Okay, we are talking about Asgore Dreamer. I like Asgore more than Sans, because you guys might think Sans is probably KbeatZ's favorite character. It would have been, maybe if I do the genocide route, I might like Sans more, and then maybe Sans will exceed Asgore's placement. But the reason why I like Asgore is because I think Asgore is who I'd be if I was a father as well. So I'm looking at Asgore as a character, and Asgore is a husband, Asgore is a father, and Asgore is a king, and he has to manage all those titles, you know, together. And the way he handles all three of them was, you know, balancing all of them were I believe was great. Was great, not the best, because I would say greatest because the human got sick, the king couldn't save him, and then it's basically Asgore's reason why Asriel turned out to be who he was, and it was Alphys who injected not determination, maybe Asriel's determination into Flowey, I think, which made Flowey really strong, very powerful. So Asriel, it's basically Asgore's fault. But what I really like about Asgore is that Asgore regret everything what he did in his reign. What time can you play Fortnite? I did download Demonologist. Did you download it? I said I could we could play Demonologist, or maybe we could play Fortnite if you want. I can come by 8 o'clock or maybe 7:30. Maybe 7:30 is where I can. 7:30 or 8 o'clock, that time. So what I was saying was Asgore is a cool. It's where did I stop? Asgore, Dreamer. Yeah, as a king, the way he handled his emotions as a king, and he kept ruling and did what he can. Okay, good, nice. I'll be there. So the way he handled his ruling. Let me close the curtains. Meanwhile, so the way he handled the kingdom, he's ruling the kingdom, and after he lost his child, the way he got ballistic, that's what usually a father would react. That's how a typical father, a dad would react if he lost, because Asriel lost a human child, but we also should talk about Asgore, who lost his son, his own son, and also his adopted human child as well. And because of Asgore wanted to not let human, because let's be clear, humans killed Asriel, and Asgore felt no remorse towards the humans, even to the young ones. And there are children climbing up Mount Ebot. I think that's how you say it. Called the mountain. Fell into the mountain, and Asgore did not show no remorse towards the children. And that children part, killing them, gives me a little, takes away a little points from Asgore. But the reason why he's doing that is because he didn't like humans at all after what happens to his own son. Because maybe if you really saw who Asriel actually is, Asriel is a cute, very innocent looking character, and he didn't want any trouble happening. If you went into the True Lab post game, and there are 6 or 5 tapes, I believe. There are 5 tapes. You can check about how who Asriel is. Asriel is a shy. I don't know if he's shy. A shy, very shy and shy and very scared to do stuff kind of character. And it's relatable to me. But as Asgore might have thought to himself, how can they do this kind of thing to a child who is so innocent, and that, and then Asgore changed himself, and he did the same thing what humans did to Asriel towards the human children, but 6 times. And that's the amount of pressure Asgore felt, and he wanted to break the barrier so no humans can enter. Toriel didn't like it, and Asgore had to face it. Had to face Toriel leaving Asgore as well. And that's one reason why I didn't really like Toriel as well, is because she wanted to protect children. Maybe I don't think that's a good I don't think that's a good way to look at Toriel, but Toriel wants to, she's not aware about herself. She really wanted to protect these children, but inside these journals, inside these books in the library, aka library, say the books say that the books and random texts in the hallways will let you know that the human souls are strong enough to destroy a lot of monsters. So even a human child will be able to defeat a fully grown monster. So without her own, not even thinking about her own life, about herself, she will protect the human child with everything she has. And what Asgore did is do the exact opposite. He will destroy any human that's going to be coming towards him. So if you have played in the genocide route, or in the pacifist route, you save Toriel, or either you kill Toriel. Toriel dies, but Asgore will give you a fight in both routes, and that's what I actually like about this, because what was Toriel's mindset when? What do you think Toriel's mindset is when the humans killed Asriel? Asgore felt really, really bad. How do you think Toriel felt about this? I don't know if there is any background, if there is any text that I missed that Toriel's talking about Asriel. But how did Toriel feel when Asriel died? How did Toriel feel? Toriel was happy to be a mom. I did see that. Asgore is a character who wanted to be with Toriel and his children and his adopted human child as well. He accepted everything. Toriel accepted everything as well. But it's weird. Toriel was weird to me. I can't lie, because maybe I don't actually have anything, because it does, the way she resonated her character in Deltarune as well, I didn't really like. Toriel is a weird character to me, so I let her be. I think Asgore is more of a caring parent than Toriel is, and that's why I think I like Asgore more than Toriel. For being a really cool looking character, you look at that, the cape and the staff he has, breaking the mercy, no mercy. You have to fight me. You have the chance to kill me. I will fight you. Either I die or you die. And then even if the human gives you mercy, he's like, oh, after all the things he has done, you're going to mercy me? Thank you very much. That's all. What Flowey is doing, you idiot. You're not gonna get... You're such an idiot. You mercied me? Good. I'm gonna kill you now. That's the mindset of Flowey. That's why Flowey is a lot more down, and Asriel. But they're both Flowey and Asriel both are great characters, but I feel like Asgore accepts accepts his fate. I think he's very much suited as a king. The fact that a lot of monsters in the underground loves Asgore so much, and goes to school from the armless child. He talked about how Asgore brings flowers to the school, and gives them to the students, I believe. And Asgore really likes flowers, and since the human likes flowers as well, his throne room is filled with flowers, and he still had the throne Toriel was sitting on as well, covered with a white cloth. Asgore cares about everyone, and I think that's what it's more important about Asgore. He did do, I understand he crashed out. He did bad stuff to to kill and to protect the monsters, and he killed everyone. But it's a human that changed his mind as well, and that's Frisk. That's us. So he had the potential to actually like humans after all. Then he was able to witness the light world, and that's all I think I wanted to say about Asgore, because Asgore is a really cool character. So I think Asgore was an amazing character. Hello Dimitrios, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm ranking Undertale characters. I wanted to see if there are any other characters I need to rank at the moment. Is there any other character I need to rank? Any other Undertale characters you guys know you want me to rank in Undertale? Are these the only characters? Have I missed anyone? Can I rank the dog? Fine. Great. Is there any other characters I need to rank? I'm thinking of any characters for me to rank. I'm so sorry. Why so? What happened? Thinking of what to do. Any other characters I need to rank? I think this is actually my tier list. I think this is what I'm ending up with. This is my actual list. There are no characters I think that shouldn't exist. I think everyone is perfect. Everyone are really good characters. Undyne is the only one I have problems with because she's unstable. Others are great. Toriel is a close alright. She's a close alright, but she's a great character. Hello Des, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Any other Undertale characters? There's a name. There's a name. I'm so sorry. Really? Where's the name? Oh, your name is so sorry? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? Dang. So, this is going to be my Undertale playlist. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys like this playlist? Not playlist. I'm saying playlist again. This tier list. Do you guys like this tier list? If you guys would wanna if you guys would like to change anything in this tier list. So sorry. So sorry is the name for a secret boss. Secret boss in what? Interesting. Can I have the royal guards? The 2 knights in Undertale. I don't think they're main enough to actually be included. The snowman, the dogs. Who else? The monster kid. Oh. Undertale. Oh, it's in the Undertale. I see. I didn't know So Sorry was a boss. Where do you find him? Where do you battle the guy? Yeah, this is where it ends up with. How do you guys feel about this tier list? If there's anything you would change, would you change anything? Des? I can start with the Deltarune play tier list maybe tomorrow, because I won't actually have time. I think this is what I'm gonna go with when it comes to characters. But yeah. Where do you find the secret boss though? Have any idea? Came back to the Legends Arceus. Screen. Nice. That's actually my tier list. I feel like hopefully it doesn't really bother a lot of people, because Undyne is my least favorite main character in the game. I wouldn't say Undyne is bad though. Undyne had her spotlights. I did like some stuff about her. Not gonna be a character I really like though. It's an Alpha Miss Magius. Oh. Oh, he's right here. The space-time distortion. It's pretty cool. Nice. Who's your favorite Undertale characters? Do you guys have any favorite Undertale characters? I think it's officially Asgore is my favorite Undertale character, but according to Deltarune, I might actually change, because Asgore is a total... Remember what Undyne said? Asgore is a total weenie. But yeah, he is a weenie. The fact that Undyne is extremely strong, and that the fact that Asgore, like Undyne could not even touch Asgore is pretty insane if you ask me. That's some sheer power. Very good power. Does seem like I do wonder who the Roaring Knight is as well. I do want to compare Undertale with Deltarune as well. May have to change. Chapter 5 will be very Asgore focused, probably. Hopefully so. Maybe. Asgore. I don't know if he's going to be Asgore focused. There's a Dotrix. Alpha Artillery. Rampardos. Definitely caught. Nice. Chapter 5 is probably Asgore focused. How would you like confirm it though? Let me catch the guy. Catch the guy, let me catch the guy. Catch. Welcome to the stream, Alfie. Couldn't welcome you properly because of these Pokemon that's trying to attack me. No shiny sounds. Interesting. I think I'm extremely unlucky these days. Seems like. Right. Back to the village. One more hunt and I will be stopping the stream. So, there's a lot of stuff foreshadowing chapter 5 taking place in his flower shop. Really? Does sound like it, but I don't... Well, maybe. I would not understand who the secret boss is going to be. Right. Focusing Porygon now. Okay, so I did this Undertale main characters playlist. I'm trying to say. So tier list, and I will show you, Alfie, my tier list of my main character, as well as Asgore himself being the final boss in chapter 5. Really? How do you know that? So this is right. So as you can see, this is the tier list I have made. And how do you feel, Alfie? This is actually my tier list about how I feel personally towards all these characters. So Asgore is my favorite character, and Sansa is my second, Mettaton third, Asriel fourth, then Alphys, then Papyrus, Flowey, Toriel, and then Undyne. The prophecy with Asgore has a final name called Prophecy Boss 3 or something like that. Huh. Where do you see that in the game? Decent tier list. Okay. Just my opinion though. So it's just, this is what I feel, you know, from my perspective, because from other people's perspectives I do see a lot of ladies, a lot of women choosing Undyne as their favorites. So why not, you know? That's what I'm doing. How do you feel about this, Alfie? Who would you change? Who's your favorite Undertale character? How would you replace the characters from top to bottom? None of them is my, a hated or a character I don't really like. It's just they're okay. Putting Metaton above Papyrus is a crime though. Bro literally threw away Asriel's memorial. True. He did. It's just my Metaton's humor more than Papyrus. Papyrus is cool. Papyrus is naturally funny. The puzzle stuff, the goofiness. I'm more Metaton type of humor. I like more Metaton humor more than Papyrus humor. That's what I feel. When it comes to serious characters as well, if someone is serious, I want their seriousness to be actually serious, without making some stuff. If you want to make a character who's very serious but also needs to have some humor, some funny segments here and there within the story, I want them to be more creative. Fair, I guess putting Toriel low is justified considering she got barely any screen time. Yeah. A lot of people, I can see a lot of people would say, Toriel is a sweetheart. Toriel is a very caring character. She's great. I like her. She likes bad puns as well. She's that typical motherly figure. A mommy figure, I would say. A motherly figure. And a lot of people would put her up there as well. But as a parent, I would choose Asgore more than Toriel. That's what I'm saying. Because Toriel doesn't really, it's a bit too caring. Means it's like limiting the child into one small space. A child is who should be able to roam around and experience the life, experience the environment around, the nature around where they live. And Toriel is a person, it feels like an overprotective person. But Asgore is a person who would actually let the children roam around, and maybe, just maybe Toriel didn't like that. But Asgore wanted the children to actually roam around and experience the nature around. And then that's the reason what caused the human to get sick, and human died. And then Asriel went outside and he tried to grant the humans' wish. And then maybe Toriel didn't like Asgore. Maybe in Toriel's mind she thought, okay, Asgore is the one who let these children freely. That's why my children, when I say my, it's Toriel's children died. And she didn't like Asgore at all and took a divorce, I guess. But I don't know. It's very... Also surprised Asriel and Flowey are placed separately considering they're the same character. I look at Flowey as evil Asriel, and I see Asriel as the normal Asriel, if that makes sense. Because Flowey, I do understand, because I did ask this question to Gabriel. Gabriel told me Flowey and Asriel, putting them apart is more fair. But also, if you really look at it, if we really deep think it, if we really brainstorm this, I feel like Asriel and Flowey are the same person. Fair, I guess. You know, like Flowey is a person, a character who got everything and who got all the power, and with that power Flowey chose to destroy everything, to retrieve everyone's soul, and put this rule of this world is about you killing someone or you have to be killed. But Asriel, even though having all those power in the human world, what did he do? He had the power to kill all those humans, but he chose to not. If Flowey was there, would he have done it? Yes, he would have. You know what I mean? So I think it's fair to have Flowey and Asriel in different places, because Flowey injecting determination, injecting soul, the Asriel soul into Flowey, made Asriel lose some of his morals, I believe. You know, that the royalty in him has lost a little bit, and it's the childish self in Asriel took over Flowey, and then Flowey was able to, you know, take over. And what the reason why how I found that out is because of the vocabulary Flowey was using. You know, using idiot, using stupid. You know, it's not very strong words if you ask me. So yeah, the reason why I like Asriel more than Flowey is because, and from an antagonist's from a player's perspective towards the antagonist, Flowey did a really great job. But the reason why I didn't have him further to the left is because I didn't really think Flowey's character, Flowey was only a destructive character, but the way he was interacting with the human, the words he used, I didn't really like as an adult. I do understand there are, like, you know, children, you know, it's like words used by a child. It's not really something I like, you know. But Asriel, I looked at Asriel from Asriel's perspective, how a child would feel when he loses a friend, you know, or a human who's like a brother to him, and when he loses, and the way he stayed patient when the human attacked, you know, and I actually admire it, and I actually respect his crash out and what he actually did, how he rampaged, and he died, really. And then he may have thought to himself, maybe I should have fought back. And then the way he was able to fight back was when Alphys actually got his soul and put him into a flower. So that's what I feel. That's what I think. Flowey was the way Asriel was able to get his chances to take revenge. Asriel himself is not a bad character who Flowey was. So I think both of them are really different characters. That's what I feel. But grown-up Alfie, not Alfie, the grown-up Asriel in the final battle after the post-game, that Asriel is more related to Flowey. Not the young Asriel, though. Get it? So that's what I feel. So that's my list. This is why I have I do have Alphys a lot, pretty high as well. For me, in the great character list, From Metaton, Azrael, Alphys, Papyrus, and Flowey are pretty high, but Toriel is a bit close to is alright. And Undyne and Toriel is pretty close, but the others I actually like a lot. So, who's your favorite character, Alfie? If you're still there, of course. Who's your favorite character in Undertale? I do like to know your thoughts about why do you like the character as well. Reasons to why you like the character. Right. Brought him in. Window capture. Probably either Papyrus or Asgore. Any reasons for it? Do you choose your favorite character according to their music, battle music, or is it overall? Why do you choose to like either of them? What is the reason? Their humor? Is there any reason for it? And if there is a least favorite character, who would be your least favorite character? Or is there a character you hate? Do you hate any character? Yanma. Let's just fly around. Maybe shiny Pokemon would show up, I guess. Could look for shiny alpha Pokemon as well. Papyrus is really funny, but definitely isn't stupid. Yeah, he's not stupid at all. Asgore is just generally well written. I think that's a good way to put him. Yeah, I don't really dislike any of the main characters. Okay, I think all of the main characters are written well. I do agree with you. Do you think? Not think. Do you have a least favorite character though? A character you don't really care or anything? And it's been a while since I heard any shiny sounds. It would be pretty cool if I can hear one. Oh, this place. It's walking. It didn't have to be Metaton. He's still good, but just doesn't get much screen time after Hotland and Core. Right. I understand. Metaton is pretty funny though. Do like the guy. Even though he's a character made by Alphys. A robot made by Alphys. What a pack. Oh, it is. Pretty cool. He gets like 2 lines or something in the True Pacifist post game. Oh, really? I think he's pretty cool though. He's pretty funny. Alpha Vespic one. Ouch, my ear. When there was a purple looking Pokemon, I thought it was a shiny Anma, but sometimes they don't show the sparkles, so there's a Turtwig area. Huh. Shiny Alpha Ursaring. Any chances? No shiny Alpha Ursaring. That's okay. This is the Hisuian Sliggoo. Do you see some Goomy? No Hisuian shiny Sliggoo. Shiny Hisuian Sliggoo. Yeah, he just needed more screen time. Same issue applies to Toriel, but we still learn more about her after the ruins. Unlike Metaton, who just kinda gets forgotten. I see. Metaton is a character to be remembered by monsters, not actually humans if you really think about it. So we are humans that are playing the game. We don't actually really care about Metaton, you know. And also it's like Metaton has Metaton has more screen time than Toriel, because there's a whole segment about Metaton where Metaton does the shows, you know, the news and all the, you know, all of them are bombs, you need to defuse them, and the kitchen part, bake the cake, and then the game show, answer the quiz, exposing Alphys, and the dancing parts, you know. There are a lot of stuff. Metaton actually contributed into the story when it comes to the puzzle solving aspect in the game. You know, with Alphys and all that, the interaction between Alphys and Metaton is pretty funny. Those are the reasons why I actually like the guy. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. Metaton gets more screen time, but Toriel gets more focus overall. Yeah. Toriel does get more focus. Again, Metaton is not an entertainer for the humans, but it's an entertainer for the monsters. So I do think it's actually valid that even the players of Undertale, if they don't really care about Metaton or is the least favorite, I think it's fair to think that way. That Alpha Hunchcrow, yeah. Carnivine. Maybe a monster entertainer is not suited for human entertainment, you know. Metaton is not a character, but he's a role model for the humans. Sorry, for the monsters. The monsters love him a lot. And yeah. The rectangular guy. But the humans' role models are always humans. Oh, the flying Togepi. Hello. Or Togetic. I remembered. Also, I do really like Legends Arceus. A few years ago, I started trying to get every shiny obtainable. Still haven't finished it and can't use my Switch right now, unfortunately. I see. You do some shiny hunting as well then? I can actually show you my collection. Oh, I heard a shiny sound. Did you not? Oh, it's right there. Who's that? There's a Paris. Are you a shiny? Let's catch you before you despawn. Oh wow, shiny in ages. Goodness gracious. Are you a shiny? Oh, I need to go back to check. Wowee. Oh, I'm glad I got a shiny. Wow. I'll show you my collection. Found my shiny. Oof. I'm a shiny lord, if you ask me. If you want a shiny Legends Arceus, I'm the vendor for you. I'm not trading any Pokemon though. So, what are the Pokemon? Yeah, so are you a shiny? You are. Wow. I'm glad that I knew that my game is not actually broken. Yeah. I could actually show you my shiny collection as well, Alfie. So Paris. Shiny Paris. Yeah, duplicates. I'm gonna have this guy right here. So as you can see, these are my shiny collection. So so you can see up there, you can see it says DUP. It means it's an acronym for duplicates. So these are my duplicate shinies. I'm collecting duplicates as well because I want to fill all these boxes with shinies. So this is my shiny dex. It actually starts from Rowlet, and then I don't have every shiny evolution, but I have a fair amount of it. I have a shiny Sylveon, Glaceon, Leafeon, and Espeon. I'm actually looking for the rest. Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, I grinded. Then this is the rest of my shiny dex. This is the rest of my shiny dex. And more shiny dex actually done. So this is the space-time distortion shinies I'm actually missing. That's why I'm actually still shiny hunting to get the space-time distortion shinies. This is the Magneton line, the Magnemite line. Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone. And then this is the Weavile I'm missing. This is the fossil Pokemon, and all of these I actually caught already, so I have 2 shiny alphas, an Eevee, and a Beautifly. Beautifly is actually on my main team. Oh, the fact that... Oh, that's the first time I'm listening to someone actually using Beautifly as a Pokemon they use on their main team. On any game. That's impressive. Wow. So... what was I got? So the shiny alphas... show you my shiny alphas. Where are they? So these are the alpha Pokemon, the normal alphas. The shiny. So these are my shiny alphas. I have a shiny alpha Bidoof, shiny alpha Machop, shiny alpha Tangrowth, which is level 100, shiny alpha Machamp, another level 100, shiny alpha Gardevoir, again level 100, shiny alpha Bibarel, and shiny alpha Kricketune, shiny alpha Luxray, shiny alpha Abomasnow, shiny alpha Mamoswine, shiny alpha female Hippowdon, shiny alpha Mantine, and just a normal Porygon. That's all I have. And yeah, and I will be attempting another personal record. I would want to say it's a world record as well, to catch more than 10 shinies in an hour alone. Yeah, I only used it because it was shiny, and as we all know, it is the law to use shinies you find in your playthrough team. True. I only really used it because it was shiny. Okay, I understand. Even if I got a shiny, I don't see myself actually using it on a main team, you know. No matter how good or how bad the Pokemon actually is. I want a solid team for my team. A solid Pokemon for my team. So that is a lot of shiny alphas. It is. It's a lot of shiny alphas. It's just the grinding, you know. It's just grinding. I could show you my record run. I can show you the record. It does take it's a 1 hour. So I don't know if you have tried this, but how many shinies have you caught in an hour? Within an hour, Alfie? Because I think I have left a world record if I actually ask for it on, you know, I don't think I will put it on Guinness, but I would like to think that it's the best performance anyone has ever done to catch a shiny Pokemon in an hour. In Legends Arceus, of course, because with the release of the Switch 2, Scarlet and Violet gives you like 20 shinies an hour, I think. Don't remember, probably like 3 to 4 max. Okay. I caught 10 shinies in an hour, and I do have that hunt. You know, I have that VOD on YouTube. You can check it out. And I do wanna break that record because I have a better setup right now, and I want the run to be looking more clearer than what I saw, than what I did in the run. Do wanna miss it because back when I actually broke the record, I didn't actually have a mic. I don't think I had a lamp as well, and I didn't have a good I would say a good camera. I could check a short video for now. Let me see what I can do. It felt really nice to actually do something like that, because shiny luck, some people don't find shinies for maybe months even, you know. They don't find for months, even when they're hunting, and even when they have the charm, when they're hunting for specific Pokemon. For me, it happened by, you know, I tried to look for a shiny Piplup, and then I actually got it. But then there are these space-time distortion shiny Pokemon I need to look for, and that's why I'm actually doing these space-time distortion shiny hunt here and there. So, and then in between the shiny hunts, I do try some games, and that's when I play Undertale and Deltarune as well. So turn-based combat is something I really like, so that's why I do want to try Expedition 33 as well. Let's see how it's gonna go though. Yeah. So where's the short video? Here it is. So, oh, I don't know what just happened. Once I was playing BDSP and almost immediately found a shiny Shinx almost immediately after starting. Wow. On a fresh save. Did you get it though? Shiny Shinx is so good. It's really lucky as well because in a Sinnoh game, anyone would choose a Shinx. I mean a normal Shinx, a regular Shinx in their playthrough, you know? So, can show you my setup back then. But let me see. Yeah, it was like Route 2 or something. That's insane. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a shiny Pokemon in the Sinnoh games. I'm not a shiny hunter back then anyways. I got into shiny hunting when I actually, you know, got into Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is it's my most played Pokemon game of all time, so that's pretty cool, you know. Really liked it. A lot. I don't know if I will replay the game because this save file is so stacked. I really don't want to start a new save. Yep. Don't know if you can see it, but here it is. So I don't know if you saw this. See, back then you can see my setup. It's very like, you know, it looks broken because the resolution wasn't, the bitrate wasn't increased, you know. And you can see my setup. I didn't even have my lamp. I didn't have my camera, I didn't have my mic. This mic as well I have upgraded within, and my face doesn't look very different as well. So this was a run. You can see me and you can see a part of my face, and the other part is close by my own shadow.
Oh yeah. Ooh, shiny. If that doesn't catch, that does catch. Oh, shiny. Nice. Oh, yes, please.
The shiny sound glitched there. It's a shiny Curlia. It's pretty cool shiny.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. Shiny Glameow.
Yes, please. Haunt always helps, right? Yes.
There's a Staravia. Two Staravias in the same run. I don't know what the odds are.
Shiny Paris. Full out shiny. Yes. We tied the record.
It was 8 shinies back then. Before it.
Come on. Yes. It's always deluxe, right?
You can see that my movement is not going anywhere with that.
Oh, come on.
Now I don't stay in one place. The dodges and all that. I was a menace in Legends Arceus. Movements were insane. Then I got it.
Just 1 minute away. There is another shiny.
That's the shiny Ponyta.
Wow. Touch.
Yep, that was what I was dealing with. And which was pretty insane if you ask me. Do you want to check about the shiny hunt as well? Let me check out or something. Oh, no space-time distortions yet. Okay. So, let me search shiny. I don't know what the current record is, but 10 is very impressive. It does. So I want to show you the 10th as well. So shiny world. Okay, this is the time when I broke the record for getting the 8 shinies, right? Then there is another one. Where was it? Was it a video? Shiny world record. I don't know if the video is there. It is. So this is the video. This is the VOD where it says I caught 10 shiny Pokemon in an hour. So I broke my own record of 8 shinies. So this is where I will show you the final, the last moments. So could go with 360. So okay, you can see the countdown up there, right? Let me see. Right. So okay. So you can see that the timer is 51 seconds and I'm still catching the Luxray. So I didn't even have a minute remaining.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Yeah, the camera quality was not great compared to right now. The frame rate was pretty good though. Frame rate was alright. So I caught the Luxray and I only had, I opened the map, I was looking, it's actually 20 seconds remaining. Right? 15,
record.
Right, breaks.
And I was 1 minute away.
And then another
There's
shiny.
Another shiny.
And I have 10 seconds remaining. And I throw my Ultra Ball. 3, 2, 1. And I
officially do.
And so the timing I actually, you know, frame by frame checked if I caught the shiny before the timer ran out. And when I checked it, I actually caught the shiny Pokemon before the timer by several milliseconds, I believe. And I officially caught 10 shinies. The hell, that was it. It was really close. So I caught the shiny. I caught the shiny Pokemon before the timer ran out. So it's actually officially 10 shiny an hour. So I'm glad, and I will be looking forward to breaking it. And there is this another thing I'm doing within the game, in the Legends game, is that the surround sound system is okay, not the best, and there are boss battles in the game, and I thought to myself that I can do blindfold boss battle runs as well. Have you done any blindfold gaming challenges before, Alfie? Have you done it before? How did you feel? Because I defeated Cleavor and I defeated Hisuian Lilligant blindfolded, closing my eyes only by sounds, and I perfect time the dodges, and I did get some hits. Since the lock-on system is good in this game, when throwing the Pokeball, it was easy. I think it's easy for anyone to defeat. These Pokemon, the boss Pokemon, so. And again, the Cleavor battle is not great when it came to frame rates and camera quality, but the Hisuian Lilligant one I think it was pretty good. I don't know if I had the mic though. I could check if needed. It does feel pretty cool. And yeah, I do want to start a different game soon, since I finished Deltarune. I might actually go with Stray, the cat game, or maybe a more serious game. I have thoughts on I don't know which game I would go for, but we'll see though. Maybe go back to Unrailed. What game can I play? I could play a Pokemon game. Could go with Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon in Pokemon spin-off games, not really. Maybe I could go with the Pokemon Colosseum. Maybe Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Do wanna play those as well. But yeah. Just like the Deltarune fans, I am a Pokemon sweat. So if I see someone using a Pokemon move on some Pokemon that's not very effective, it does frustrate me a little bit. It's a normal thing, I guess. Oh, space-time distortion. Final space-time distortion for today. Once it triggers, and after my 3 static encounters, I will be stopping my stream for today. Shorter than usual, but that's how I'm going to be. Alpha Toxicroak. Right. I did do Mario Kart 8 as well. Maybe I can do a Mario Kart challenge where I will start from Super Mario Kart until Mario Kart 8. Play every Mushroom Cup or something, That would be fun. Playing every Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart. Finishing every Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart. Pretty fun if you ask me. Right. Trying to get first place in every Mario Kart. Hello, Psyduck. I had to catch you. Should I? Turn back. Turn back. There you go. For some reason, they get angry as well. Nope. Not gonna catch you. The way they have coded these Pokemon are really nice as well. I hope they do the same for the Legends EA. Won't have the same environment, same nature of what Legends Arceus would feel, but you know. Just hopefully. Just hopefully Legends EA is going to be a good game. Even though it won't have good graphics. Jumping here and there. Let me walk around. Looking for the shiny Pokemon. Oh, started. Don't need any items, I just need static encounters. Static encounters, sire. It's a float cell. Any other? Cyndaquil. Okay. Yep, gone. Caught the Cyndaquil, not what I wanted, but the next two would be Porygon, hopefully. We would see. Not gonna collect the items because I already have enough of them. And I do have millions of Pokédollars. Millions of yen. Is that a Porygon? Oh, it is a Porygon. Don't follow me. Right. Catch the Porygon. Nice. Nice. Is that a Drifblim and Luxio? One more static encounter. Static encounters. Hello. Any static encounters? Heracross and AV. Shiny would be appreciative. I can't lie. Maybe the encounter is already here. And I'm not witnessing it. Huh. Yeah, the third one is actually missing. And I'm actually unable to see it. Oh. Right, I got him. Yep, got him. Right, I'm gonna go now. And my time has come. No shiny Pokemon. I actually got a Paras to be honest. But this is where things are gonna end. Did get the shiny Paras. That was pretty cool. It was a shiny Pokemon, getting a shiny Pokemon after a long time. I will be trying to do a record run, but we'll see. Before that, I need to look for 2 or 3 games to be playing. So we'll be doing that And yeah, just like that, this is where things are gonna end. We'll be saving the game. 622 hours, as you can see. It's a lot of play hours. So yeah, I'm a Pokemon head. Anyways, see you guys on my next stream. Take care and cheers from KbeatZ. See ya.